AMD here is up 6%, while NVIDIA is up 3% today. NVIDIA at 121, while AMD is at 112 right now, almost 113. There's something I definitely want to keep an eye out for, and in terms of the upside and downside potential moves, I'm going to go ahead and share with you guys that right now. We did end above and break above the middle Bollinger Band on the daily chart, so this is extremely bullish in my opinion. If there is an overall market pullback, I'm going to go ahead and show you the downside right now, and that downside is only going to be about a 7% drop. I do not think we test $94. I think that is the bottom in my opinion. We have the middle Bollinger Band here on the daily chart acting as a support level, and so 105 here is going to be a really critical support level for AMD stock, and this could be a potential buying opportunity as well if we get closer towards 105. I still personally think AMD is a decent or great buy right now if you are just swing trading this in the short term. If you are long-term trading this AMD in the long term, I really think this is a really good dip opportunity. All right, so if you're long-term on AMD, zoom out to the weekly chart and take a look at the Bollinger Band here. So between the lower and middle Bollinger Band, this is a dip opportunity for AMD stock long-term. The reason why is because I do believe we get this test towards 142 here or 141 within 1 or 2 years. My personal prediction is going to be within 2025. I predict 141 is going to be tested, and again, the upside move towards 141 there from our current price is going to be a 24% move towards the top side there. So that's definitely something to keep an eye out for AMD stock. And again, for the short term here, we have short-term pullback of 7% down to about 105 in case there is going to be an overall market pullback. So that's just something to keep an eye out for, some space and some room in case there is a pullback. That's where I would dollar cost average some more. But again, long term, wouldn't mind adding at these levels for sure. It's just we're up 6% today. I personally would prefer a bit of a pullback like we had before, right? These last few trading days were so good to be adding into AMD. And again, I don't like chasing into a stock when it's like up like today, unless you're trying to catch the momentum. That's a possibility as well, but it's really hard to be timing the market, right? It's really hard to be timing the bottom and tops. What I would do is just look for a preferable range to be entering in. And again, for me personally, I mentioned this in our previous video for AMD, between $115 and $88 is a really good time to be entering if you're long-term on AMD stock, okay? So hypothetically, long-term investors, dollar cost averaging at this level looks pretty good in my opinion, especially if you're looking for a big move towards the top side. Like I am personally, I'm looking for 141 during this year. And of course, the worst case scenario would be 141 tested next year, okay? It's always possible that we go sideways for a bit, but I really think we're in oversold territory right now, and I think this is a really good, powerful move back up towards at least the middle Bollinger Band on the weekly chart. Moving to the daily chart, we're already in bullish territory. We finally broken above this downtrend. As you can see, we've been in this lower middle Bollinger Band here. This is bearish, right? Now finally breaking above it for the first time. Oh my God, it's been so long. For the first time since like October, November of 2024, we finally broke above this middle Bollinger Band, and so start to see a potential bottom here and a reversal in AMD charts. That's also why you're seeing AMD up 6% today compared to NVIDIA being up 3%, okay? If you don't have a community yet, I highly recommend joining our Discord, link down below in the description. We have an AMD chat section as well as over 32,000 people. It's free to join. So come on in, talk about AMD stock if you want, share due diligence and ask questions. If you are looking for live entries and exits on stocks and options from multiple analysts, we do have Patreon as well. It's totally optional, but we do have a permanent 90% off discount right now celebrating our 5-year anniversary. If you want to join, link down below in the description for Patreon. Feel free to check it out. All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next video for AMD stock.